actually shoot me a text.
Attention in the barn. The livestock bathrooms are going to be closed for a little while. They are plugged up right now. And exhibitors, you are not able to wash your animals. There will be no water over there. You can use the bathrooms that are north of the barn up on the hill by the grandstand. Thank you.
Oh, nice! I was like, I didn't know if you were... I didn't know if you were going to do the in the arena or if you were...
Announce he was in your class arena.
Yep. No, he started with Myko Showmanship. Yes.
So don't go lay down right now and take care of
This will be first call for class 1 of senior showmanship. In this class will be Rosin Bowling, Shelby Carr, Seth Myring, and Kayla Hubbard. First call for class 1 senior showmanship.
Is there anything else going on today that I'll
This will be second call for class 1 of senior beach showmanship. Second call, class 1 senior showmanship. Rodney Bullock, Sheldon Carr, Seth Myron, and Kayla Hood. This will be first call for Class 2 of Intermediate Coach Showmanship. In this class will be Ashley Carr, Kennedy Street, and Colbert Holstead.
Be a pain and have you announce that every 20 minutes or so. Bathrooms and wash racks are closed. Those bathrooms are open.
Ashley did announce
It's just the barn.
Ashley did announce it.
Okay. You just do it every 20 minutes just to remind people.
Yeah.
This will be second call for Class 2 of Intermediate Coach Showmanship. Today our judge is Logan Despain from Laramie, Wyoming. He showed all livestock at state and national level. He judged at Casper College, the next, University of Wyoming. He coached the judging team at the University of Wyoming and is moving to Midland, Kansas to be head livestock judging coach at Cody Community College. Thank you for coming and judging for us today.
as we get started in the goat show, maybe with a little fewer numbers than compared to our home show, so maybe we'll take a little more time and discuss the individuals up here in the mic and some things they're doing really well. A couple things that we can maybe work on and adjust and tweak on for future reference. So no particular order, we'll go ahead and talk from left to right here. My left to right, young lady over here to the left. Again, very intense type of a showman to make sure that goat was propped up and pushing and driving into the young lady when I came in to handle, which is good. Very knowledgeable about her project. Maybe every once in a while we'll have a leg out of place here and there, but she's doing a really good job. Young lady after that, again, very pleasant to talk to and had a good discussion about her and her weather, the things that she likes about it, a couple of things maybe she would want to change about her project, which is good. Her eye contact is excellent. What I want us to try and focus on and work on is just like now, for instance, we're zoned in on me, we got a foot out of place. And so you won't get docked for making sure our animal is set up and then looking at the judge. So make sure we got our goats set up to where they need to be, then kind of zone in and give you a few glances. But the young lady's doing a very nice job. Young man after that, again, awesome as far as being very persistent and making sure those goats' feet are where he wants them to be to make that animal look the best that he can. Again, very knowledgeable about his project and knows the goods and bads about his particular weather they brought in here. You know, to me, I think maybe if we just kind of readjusted ourselves in front of the goat maybe a little bit and stand the shot more upright, I think it'll be more comfortable for us and look a little more natural that way. But the young man is doing a nice job. And the young lady after him, again, very good as far as answering her question. I just asked him, tell me some things you like about our weather, some things you want to change. And she did a good job with that, making sure that goat is propped up at all times and where it needs to be. But a very, very competitive set. If you would, go ahead and congratulate all of us, our seniors. I'll go ahead and take the issue of these girls.
This will be last call for Class 2 of Intermediate Goat Showmanship. Class 1 of Senior Goat Showmanship, we have Rosin Bolick winning, Seth Meyer getting second, and Shelby Clark and Caitlin Hood receiving blues. Up next will be Class 2 of Intermediate Goat Showmanship. Entering the ring is Ashley Carr, Mackenzie Street, and Coulter Tolstead. This will be first call for Junior Peak Goat Showmanship for Class 7. This will be second call for junior meat goat showmanship. Second call, junior meat goat showmanship.
Again, we'll go ahead and discuss each one of the showmen here, working left to right. So the young lady here to my left, very good as far as making sure that goat is set up to where she wants him to be, which is very good. Persistent in making sure that he looks the best that he can and getting that goat truly driving into her and get where that point of pressure is as far as getting that goat to push, which is very good. Knowledgeable about her project and switching sides when we need her to. Every once in a while, he kind of wants to be a little stubborn and has the foot out of place and takes a little extra time to set that foot where we need to, but she's doing a nice job. That lady in the middle, again, very good as far as her eye contact and making sure she's looking at me at all times, which is good. Same thing we kind of said with the seniors. I want us to try and maybe work on finding that happy medium of making sure we're watching me, but checking our feet at the same time. Every once in a while, we'll be kind of zoned in on me and on the judge. We'll have a foot out of place, so making sure we're checking every once in a while. And then I think it would benefit us as well, as every once in a while we'll have that go too stretched out. Don't be afraid to kind of prop his front end underneath to himself just a little bit more. That way it'll look a lot more natural for him as well. Young man on the end, again, very knowledgeable of the project, was pleasant to talk to. When we discussed the ups and downs about his weather there, does good is making sure that that goes set up where it needs to be. But again, same thing. Every once in a while, it's like, for instance, right now, we've got a back leg that's just maybe a little off kilter. So if we're making sure we're looking at me, making sure that goat's legs are set up where we need to at the same time, okay? All three of them are doing a really good job. If you would, go ahead and put your hands together for this set of intermediates. We'll go ahead and pick the champion in reserve.
Same thing, 2 and 2.
Receiving first was Ashley Carr with the purple. Receiving second was Mackenzie Shreve with the purple. And receiving third was Holder Colstead with the blue. Up next, we'll have our junior goat showmanship. Entering the ring is Anna Lee and Brennan Street. This will be first call for overall meat goat showmanship. First call, overall meat goat showmanship.
your overall showmanship. They'll take pictures and then we'll start the breeding.
Okay.
Thank you. Make sure. Hello, everybody.
This will be second call for overall Myko Showmanship. Second call, overall Myko Showmanship.
We get our two juniors out here. Both these individuals are doing a very nice job, all the way down to the little things of making sure we're keeping eyes on me and our eye contact is good. Setting legs with our hands to me is very important, and both these individuals are doing that. I think maybe as a whole, I think we could maybe just kind of reposition ourselves and adjust where we're positioning our bodies on our goats. I think we could maybe both of us could just slide in front just a little bit more. But again, both of these individuals are doing a very, very good job. If you would, go ahead and congratulate our juniors. We'll go ahead and pick you the champions.
Winning our junior Myko Showmanship was Vernon G. Street, and getting second was Anna Malie. Entering the ring for overall grand champion Myko Showmanship is Rosin Bullock, Seth Myrie, Ashley Carr, Mackenzie Street, and Vernon Street, and Anna Malie. This year's fair cream is Braylon Shrewsbury. First attendant is Lily Wagner. Second attendant is Kelsey Morton. And Miss Congeniality is Danae Hansen. Thank you guys for coming out today. After showmanship, we will be taking pictures behind here, and then we'll start with 3D goat show.
Get our grant reserves out here again, just like just got done discussing with our juniors. All 6 of these individuals are doing a very nice job of doing the little things, you know, of how we're setting our feet of our goats and making sure we're using our hands and getting them set up where they need to be, getting our project to look the best they can, as well as how we're positioning ourselves in front of our animal in order to get our goat or our wether to truly drive and push into us. All of them are doing a really nice job. To me, it kind of comes down just a couple of little things of how quick we can get around our goat, how quick it takes us to set them up and get them stuck where they need to be, and doing our best to make our project look the best we can. All of them are doing a really nice job. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and keep our seniors paired together. Our champion senior will be our champion, our reserve senior will be reserve overall. But if you would, go ahead and congratulate all 6 of these kids.
Overall Myko Showmanship was Rosin Bolick, and reserve overall Myko Showman was Seth Meyer. Congratulations. I'd like to make a quick announcement. The bathrooms here at the show barn and the wash rack is closed, but the bathrooms on the north side of the barn are open.
there. There's a truck up there, and so I'm parking next to it. Am I okay up there?
They'll let us know if we need to
Okay.
move you.
Okay, perfect.
Don't worry,
This
they
is making
no, we'll
sure.
make announcements if we gotta move you. I think we should be good because yeah, I think tonight's good. So then I think it'll be fine.
perfect.
It's just the 19th.
Okay.
Anything big.
We will be starting our breeding beef goat show. Our first class is senior kids. In this class is Rosin Bullock, Michaela Hood, and Michaela Hood. This will be first call for dry yearling never kidded goats.
we get started in the goat show, the breeding portion here, really good way to start, young ladies. Know it's going to go ahead and win for me. I just think it comes with some more of the valuable pieces in regards to breeding livestock, and when it comes to making wethers, I think the pieces that doe has will allow for that to be just a shot easier to accomplish. As far as that one's muscle shape and power that doe has on the top portion of her skeleton is very good. She's big over a rack, wide dimensional, and very powerful. Still good in her skeleton. If we're going to get a little critical on that one, maybe she's not the most elegant up front, and maybe a little shorter neck, but again, one that I still think is very valuable in regards to muscle and power. The doe that comes in as second to me probably is more extended up front and gives you a very neat look there from the side in regards to how that doe is constructed and how her skeleton is put together. Again, if we could, she's maybe just a little bit heavier condition today as far as, and I think that kind of compromises her shape and expression up high. I think as well kind of makes her a little thick at the top of her neck there. But again, a doe that's very good skeleton is plenty sound. A nice one to be sitting in second. The doe that'll come in third, again, might be a little bit harder touching and have that more aggressive shape that we were just discussing, which is valuable when it comes to making wethers. But to me, I just think maybe a little too much skeletal issues with this doe. Too upright and angle to her shoulder as well. And if we could just give a little bit more flex and comfort there in the center of her hip and hind leg. But again, a class of 3 that is very, very good. Congratulations to those 3 young ladies.
Winning the senior kid class was Rosin Bullock, receiving second was Michaela Hood, and receiving third was Michaela Hood. Up next is the dry yearling never kidded does. In this class was Michaela Hood and Rosin Bullock. This will be your first call for our overall breeding goat does.
Again, another really good pair of does in here. Wouldn't argue with if we wanted to switch these 2 in particular, because I think both of them bring forth plenty of quality. I just think there's a little bit more uniqueness in some out there pieces in the doe that we'll go ahead and use to win as far as just raw shape and power that doe has up high, and the way it lays all the way down the top portion of her skeleton. Then in particular, when we get these does stuck from the side, I think to me that one's a little thinner necked and more elegant up front as far as being feminine and attractive there. You know, if we do want to criticize that one, maybe she needs to be fixed in terms of her hip and hind leg, as well as how the point of her shoulder sits into the rest of her skeleton. That's where I am a bigger advocate and a bigger fan of the doe in second. To me, I like the hip and hind leg of that doe is more attractive, more comfortable, and just aesthetically pleasing there. She's definitely flatter in how her shoulder blade fits into the rest of her skeleton. Again, maybe just isn't out there as far as some muscle shape and some wild power there, as well as maybe we could change that one's chest for ever so slightly. But again, that's getting awfully critical of a good pair of does there. Congratulations to both those young ladies.
Winning the dry yearling never-kidded does was Rosin Bullock, receiving second was Michaela Hood. In the ring for overall breeding does is Rosin Bullock and Michaela Hood.
We got our first and seconds back out here to pick an overall doe. Again, all four of them look the part out here as far as coming with the basics. It comes to being a breeding female, as far as being good enough in their skeleton and plenty sound, but still being good in their rib cage and opened up and having plenty of muscle and power. I think all four of those do that, but to me, there's two of them that just kind of hit me a click harder as far as going with some extras. So that being said, our young doe is going to go ahead and be our champion, and our senior doe will go ahead and be reserved. People will go ahead and congratulate all four of these individuals.
Our overall breeding doe goes to Rosin Bullock, and our reserve breeding doe goes to Rosin Bullock. Congratulations. Up next will be our Myko Showmanship. In the first class is Coulter Tolstead. It'd be Myko class. Class 1 is Coulter Tolstead.
We've done showmanship, girl.
We don't want to go back?
Not going back.
This will be first call for class 2 of Myko. In this class will be Seth Meyer and Mackenzie Street. First call, class 2. This will be second call for class 2, second call class 2, and first call for class 3. First call class 3.
As we get started, the Market Goat Show with the single entry in our first class, young man brings a nice one to go ahead and win. I think, study that one in motion, and then as we get these things out on the lap, that one's plenty good, and his skeleton is athletic and plenty functional off both ends there. You put your hands on that one, there's some muscle shape there. If we're going to change him, we just wish there was more of it. Just make that guy a little bit rounder body, a little wider constructed, maybe up high as well as down low. But again, one that's very good skeleton, good looking from the side and easy to find there. Really good work for the young man. Congratulations to him.
Winning Class 1 was Coulter Tolstead. Up next is Class 2. In this class is Seth Myring and Mackenzie Shreve. This will be second call for Class 3. Second call, Class 3.
And I think they know that. She'll know that. Christy will.
He wants all the class winners to come back to the champion, so we know that one's the winner. Only ones that win.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. He wants that one to come back even though it wasn't blue.
He wants it to come back?
Is what it sounded like.
Okay, he said he wants all the class. That's fine. That's fine. We'll bring it back. I'll let him go. Yeah, okay.
This will be last call for Class 3 and first call for Class 4.
What would you want to do for colors on this one? One of them.
Again, another good class here, pirouetters that are different in their kind between the young man's kick, whether it's going to go ahead and win. I like that one a good deal, and that one does a lot of things right. You know, if we study these things at the ground, from the ground up, that one's opened up in his chest, and that one's truly round and athletic in his rib cage, and that facilitates for him to have plenty of mass and dimension up high. You put your hands on that weather, he's very fresh and crisp, hydrated in the shape that he's got over his rack and dimensional over his loin. Plenty power from behind, and it's very good in skeleton. Whether that comes in a second, again, just a good one as far as it comes to checking boxes, the fundamentals, being round body, plenty dimensional. Just wish we could freshen that one up as far as shape. It's maybe not as out there as far as squareness of shape up high, but a really good one to be sitting second in class. Congratulations to both those exhibitors.
Winning Class 2 was Seth Myring and receiving second was Mackenzie Shreve. In the ring next is Class 3. Coulter Tolstead, Seth Myring, Shelby Carp, and Anna Moline. This will be second call for Class 4. final call for Class 4 and first call for Class 5. Final call, Class 4.
Been really good class, pair of weathers here that I think offer some trade-offs that are similar in their kind. To me, one's just a little bit better in our skeleton, more aesthetically pleasing and attractive as far as our hip and hind leg. And that being said, that's the young man's weather that's going to go ahead and win. You know, fundamentally, you study that one from a muscle perspective. I mean, that thing's back is just as big and square and fresh as you can throw into a goat. Almost replicates our champion market hog earlier this morning as far as how square and shapely that one is. Has tons of power, extremely round bodied and good in his rib cage. You know, to me, I think he's good enough in his skeleton. We're going to get really critical of him. He's not the shallowest chested thing out there, but again, I think his skeleton is more than acceptable to go ahead and win. I like that one a good amount. Our weather that comes in a second follows as suit and kind as that one is as far as being very muscular, very dimensional, and very powerful in every regard. We just need to change his skeleton if we're going to move him up. In particular, when we get these things out and going and catch him going away, it needs to be squarer and more secure with his hip and hind leg and where he's planting that hind leg there. But again, a goat that has a ton of muscle and a ton of power, easy to appreciate those things. Then ladies, pink weather that comes in next. Again, you love the length and extension that that one has up front to that one's front 1/3 extended to his head and neck. We just need to wish we could change that one when we could put our hands on him. He's just a little too peaked over his top. We can make him a little bit more massive and more burly as far as shape and power goes up high. But again, one that's very good skeleton, easy to like from the side with all that extension up front. Similar story with the young man's weather coming forward. Again, length and extension of that one is all very good. Just maybe a little two-dimensional. We can just blow him open as far as some chest width, some roundness of body and overall dimension there. But a really good class. Congratulations to all those exhibitors.
Winning Class 3 was Seth Myring, receiving second was Shelby Carr, third was Anna Millen, and fourth was Ultra Tolstead. Up next is Class 4. In this class is Ashley Carr, Rosin Bullock, Anna Millen, Brennan Shreve, and Michaela Hood. This will be second call for Class 5.
Well, we checked this morning, like the ones that wanted to show up. But I don't know if I still need a little overkill around.
I think the one that showed interest weren't signed up on Sports Life and all.
Okay, so
They are now.
You came and see if you wanted to
Did really good class. First and second up here are very similar in their kind. To me, they're different as far as one of them was maybe a little bit stouter, a little bit more muscular. One of them was a little better skeleton and easier to look at from the side. But to me, ultimately, I think it's a little more out there. The young lady's brother that'll win as far as that one's muscle and power. He's extremely fresh and square in his shape over his rack. That one's pin set and upper hip is very good. He is extremely powerful from behind. All that's facilitated for him being very, very round-bodied. One that I think is good enough in his skeleton. Again, similar story. He may not be just the shallowest chested and the shortest in the shoulder blade there. But again, that's still a high-quality image to look there from the side. Awfully nice one to win. The weather's going to come into second is definitely no slouch at all. I like that one a notch more from a skeletal perspective. That one's probably a little neater chested, shallower chested, and is more extended up front. I like that one's skeleton an awful lot. Again, that's just a lot of goat that beats us today. Maybe just don't match the same kind of shape and mass up high on the top portion of our skeleton as our class winner. That's getting awfully critical of two really nice ones there. Young ladies weather that comes into three again. One that just checks boxes of fundamentals of having plenty of width, plenty of dimension there. Just wish we could change things ever so slightly as far as that one's feature in the surface. Make that one a little shallower chested, a little longer and thinner neck up front to help that one truly look the part there from the side. Excuse me, but again, one that's just hard to pick a hole in fundamentally when it has plenty of muscle there. The two others that'll round out the set are similar in their kind. Ones that are plenty heavyweight, their rib cages are set right into their skeleton. We're just too narrow up top and from behind and down low. If we just could open these ones up, give them a little bit more mass, a little bit more muscle all the way through. But again, to a really, really good class. Congratulations to all of those exhibitors.
Winning class 4 was Ashley Carr, receiving second was Rosin Bullock, receiving third was Michaela Hood, fourth was Brennan Treat, and fifth was Anna Mills. In class 5 is Michaela Hood. This will be first call for overall Myko class.
Entry in our last class here. Again, one that's just hard to pick a hole in fundamentally. One that's got plenty of width up high and is big hipped and powerful from behind. I'll just tell you what the young lady told me in Showmanship. He's a big boy. He's kind of struggling from a condition standpoint, and maybe isn't just as fresh and expressive up high. But again, one that still comes with plenty of product and plenty of dimension there. Congratulations to that young lady.
Winning class 5 was Michaela Hood. Up next is our overall Myko. Coming back from class 1 is Holger Tolstead. Coming back from class 2 is Seth Myrie. Coming back from class 3 is Seth Myrie, and coming back from class 4 is Ashley Carr. And our champion rate of gain goes to Ashley Carr with a rate of gain of 0.38 pounds per day. Congratulations.
all our first places out here. Again, we won't talk each one of them. I think we did a good enough job describing them in their respective classes. But again, I think all of them out here were the best ones in their class and do the things that I'm searching for and evaluating a goat show of having some muscle, being good market animals in the first place. But I feel, like I said, all day in the hog show earlier this morning, to come with some extras as far as being good in their build, having some aggressive muscle shape, and having a neat look and being good in their skeleton. I think all of these do so. If you would, go ahead and congratulate everyone that came through the goat ring today. We'll go ahead and send the mic down to PK champion in reserve.
Champion Myko goes to Seth Myring. Our reserve champion Myko goes to Ashley Carr. Congratulations. I'd also like to thank Judge Logan Disgrace coming out and judging for us today.